Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. You are here on the home of the Slightly Above Average Ship Review. My name is KPZ. I'm an average player in World of Warships Legends. Here I want to show you 6 from 6. 6 matches from my Tier 6 1v1 ranked battles over the weekend. I did rank out. I hope you ranked out. I chose the Z35. Now, yeah, I did play some matches in Scharnhorst in the beginning, but there are so many other players much more experienced than I in the Scharnhorst. After about 3 or 4 matches, I was like, yeah, I can win about half these. It's going to take me forever. So this hopefully will illustrate why the Z35 is the best destroyer at Tier 6, premium-wise. It can do just a little bit of everything. It has got this beautiful smoke sonar combo. All 6 matches will be against 6 different destroyers to show you the capabilities of this ship. And we're starting off with the USS Benson as our opponent, the American Tier 6 Tech Tree destroyer. So, always capping a cap circle is definitely a valid strategy. I did win one match in the rank battles against a battleship by capturing the base, and he never came into the cap to contest it. So basically I just watched the timer go until my score hit 1,000. What can you do? A lot of Heinrichs, a fair amount of cruisers. I want to say I killed Indianapolis. Shores was the match after this. I killed that. Obviously, I'm not showing any non-destroyer matches in this recap because it's just 6 matches. I figured that was better than subjecting you guys to an entire hour, 15 matches of gameplay with my horse sore throat going on. Anyway, we beached ourselves, smoked up, hit that sonar. The Benson really can't do anything about this. Now, he is able to spot me, but the farther away he gets, the less chance he's going to have to do that. Anyway, he's dead in the water. We set him on fire, and we're just whittling him down with the benefit of the smoke sonar. And that's that. Sorry, I'm trying not to sneeze right now. Alright, so that was our Tier 9 win. Moving on, I want to say this might be a Tier 6 match. Ooh, 5, alright. I think I've faced a couple more Bensons in between, so... Alright, here we're facing the Skane or the Skane. It's probably Skane. Somebody more educated than I said that. So again, you just really want to use the smoke sonar whenever you can. Now, I know I'm not really worried about the torpedoes. They are low damage from the pan-European ships. Low damage torpedoes. So I'm going to go try to impose my will on the Skane here. Alright, just moving into the cap. What other ships did I see a lot of out there? I saw a ton of Bensons and a ton of Maasses. I want to say I faced the Benson the most, the Maass the second most. I faced a Benham and a Saggio. I don't know why people were using those. I did lose one match to a destroyer. I lost to an ALU Kakazi. So if you're the guy who killed me in the ALU Kakazi, GG. I thought to myself, oh, I can just gunboat this guy. No, you can't do that. So don't. ALU Kakazi, a little more dangerous than I gave it credit for as a gunboat. Alright, here's the Skane. We light him up, smoke sonar. Does the Skane know how to deal with smoke sonar? The answer is no, because he's just driving backwards. And then he's going to drive forwards. So, like I talked about in my last rank battles, you either have to move away or you have to push in. and this player's just not pushing it aggressively enough. Giving me the full broadside while running away isn't a great idea. Obviously, because I have my sonar up, I see his torpedoes coming from a long way off. By the way, we are capturing both cap circles at the same time. So, there you go. Double base cap. And, you know, we are just waiting here. We have all the advantage. We have tons of hit points left. I use Sims as one of my inspirations on Erich Bai. So, literally, I have all the advantage here. And we're just going to chill out and wait for him to show himself. And the sonar's also pretty long lasting. As you can see, we still have about 30 seconds left. So at some point, I think he's going to stick his butt back out here or just become visible. There he is. We'll shoot some torpedoes off just for scare tactics. Finally, he is pushing in. The smoke cloud is starting to dissipate. But at this point, I have about double his hit points. So it is easy for me to sit back and light him up. And even though this HE doesn't do a ton of damage, that's all she wrote for the Skane. Let me tell you, I need to invest in the Ricola company. I've gone through more Ricola in the last week than a drugstore in Norway. Good grief. Or wherever this stuff is from. Switzerland, Zurich. All right. Let me pop one of these things in. Not that it'll help my clogged nose, but I'll pretend it did. I don't know what I got. I think it's a little bit more than the cold, but it's been going on for about a week. I'm really kind of over it. All right. Here's a USS Kidd. Now, Kidd is a dangerous ship. It's got some heels. Got a really good rate of fire. That's okay, though. We have something the Kidd doesn't have, and that is sonar. So, yeah, I mean, look, let's be honest, kids. No matter what type of ship you're playing in a ranked battle, sonar rules everything. I am expecting it is going to be an orgy of Loyangs at Tier 7. And that's totally okay. Maybe there'll be some YOLO Emilios simply because all it's going to take is a couple of torpedo strikes from that thing to end anybody's day. But for the most part, I'm expecting tons of Loyangs at Tier 7. And again, if you aren't performing well in these previous rank battles, you can always wait and play at the end of the day. I even saw a CC ranking out today. So you are not the only one who is waiting to rank out. All right, here we just launched some torpedoes at the Kidd. We use the island to stop ourselves and shield ourselves. We can take a torpedo strike as well due to our hit points. We do. But our torpedo strikes really messed up the Kidd, and it's easy to finish him off. I cannot run torpedoes, kids, but you can turn into them. Just a thought. All right, our next rank, I think it was back-to-back with the Kidd at rank 5, maybe. I think I lost one after my first win at rank 5, so I had to redo them both. But back to Tears of the Desert, and we're facing the Gadjah Mada. Now, I was on Vaz's stream, and Admiral Kriv, if I'm remembering his name correctly, I think, was talking about how he ranked out in the Gadjah Mada, and he just suicide torped everybody, and I'm like, cool story, bro, but the reload on the Gadjah Mada is way too slow for my liking. I want to say 4.6 seconds on my build. So I got 3.2 seconds on this one. So needless to say, I think maybe he got a good draw and didn't have to face anybody with a good gunboat. Because obviously Gadjah Mada torpedoes can't hit destroyers. I'm not sure our next opponent is aware of that, but we'll see. Yeah, so another thing I really like to do is cap both caps, or try to, if I can. By the way, what else is coming this week? I got a review of the Tier 2 Medea, British destroyer that is free with Prime Gaming. That will come probably on Wednesday. And then Thursday, what do we have for Thursday? Thursday, I might have a review of the Mogador Tier 8 French Tech Tree Destroyer. They should have just changed the name to Merde. It is crapola. All right, here's the deep water torpedoes. Clearly, I am not fazed by that one bit. Because why? All right, I see he's in the cap due to the cap indicator. We're just going to chill out and capture alpha. Capturing the smaller base in a situation like this is always a bonus because it's harder to get in there and cap that. So even though I can't get any progress on Bravo, happy to cap alpha. And we're going to back up because I think he's coming around the island. The RDF indicator tells me I am correct. All right, here's the Gadjah Mada, folks. We are lighting them up with our HE. Again, this HE doesn't do a ton of damage. The armor piercing does way more. I'm just not convinced that tier 6 it's worth it to use armor piercing. Besides, HE can set people on fire. So here, we smoke sonared him. He turned away. That is pretty smart. We're going to launch some torpedoes to see what happens. But he's continuing to shoot, so he's still visible. And the farther away he gets, the better it is for me. Because I have no problem shooting him while hiding in the smoke screen. And so we're just going to burn down the Gadjah Mada. Sorry, Admiral. Don't see what all the fuss was about there with that thing. Child's play to beat that. Alright, that's it for rank 5. Moving on. I think our next match is going to be maybe at rank 3. Let's see if I remember correctly. We got 2 left. And then I'll have some outage footage from the afterglow of capping out against the Asagio. Alright, here at rank 3 on Sleeping Giant. Sorry about the sniffles. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I took cold medication. It's not doing anything. Alright. Who do we got here? Did I already look? Oh, I think this is a Z39. Really wanted you guys to see this. So maybe Z39B. Whatever. Z39 is the other premium destroyer at tier 6 for the Germans. It has large caliber guns. I think they're 150s. It does a ton of splash, like 220 HE per shell. Maybe 3,700 armor piercing. But it has a very long reload. And I consider it more of a torpedo boat with the ability to really splash, defend itself. So here you're going to see the difference between these two and why you should always choose the Z35. Not so much in gunnery. Oh, never mind. This is a Maass. Alright, so this is the tech tree ship. Again, you can mount either guns on the Maass. I think it has a choice between... It might start with the 128s and then have an upgrade to the 150s. And so some people take off the 150s and leave the 128s on there for the rate of fire. Whether you do that or not is up to you. But I think you're just going to see here that the Z35 is just a better destroyer. Alright, well I expect him to see me, so I'm putting on my smoker. And then he's hiding behind the island. I'm like, oh, you're going to cap and hide behind the island? I can deal with that. So we're going to move out here, get him into a gun sight, and then just light him up. Really key for that first strike to set him on fire. We'll launch some torpedoes here. Continuing to gunboat him. We're in a position where he can't get all guns towards me, so it's just all advantage me right now. And then here, I see him cutting back. We'll launch ahead of the launch angle, and he cannot do enough damage. Sayonara means goodbye. Yep, Torps are a little too late, buddy. Alright, Sorry about that. Had to mute the mic while I snorted some snot. All right. This is going to be the last one, and I think this is the Z39. Yeah, I'm still tripping that I ranked out against an Asashio. Like, who would take an Asashio into ranked battles? Literally any other ship outside the Japanese tech tree is a better choice. And don't get me wrong, I like the Asashio. It's a good ship. I think my max damage game it is 160k. But not in ranked battles, not Japanese ships. Except for that AL Yukikaze. He got me. I'll give him that. All right, here's the Z39, as Vaz Vegas would say. By the way, if you haven't subscribed to Vaz's channel, you ought to check it out. He does a lot of different games that I don't do on there. He was doing a playthrough of GTA 5. I don't know what happened there, but he's got some good videos up there. And he live streams much more frequently than I do, which is easy to say because I don't do live streams. But maybe someday, if I improve my internet situation, I will have a slightly above average live stream. And that'll be delightful. And I'll probably say or do things I shouldn't do live. All right, Z39. So basically the same thing as the Maass, just the premium version. I consider the Z39 more of a torpedo boat. I think I said that earlier. As opposed to, I mean, it's a general purpose destroyer like this, leaning towards a torpedo boat, as opposed to this, which is a general purpose destroyer leaning towards a gunboat, due to its rate of fire. All right, here's the Z39. Again, coming bow on. Easy to set them on fire. And here we're just dinking and doiking away. And, I mean, I do advise coming on to the enemy like this, because that's what I would do. But I think there was a part where you're supposed to shoot at me, and he's not doing that. So we're just going to wait until the last second to launch torpedoes. I don't know what that guy was doing. But anyway, that's the Z35, folks. It is a really strong destroyer at Tier 6. If you are a destroyer main and you are looking for a ship to carry you through ranked battles, I cannot recommend it strongly enough. And while I keep blabbering here, I think we're just going to cut to the end where, yes, I ranked out. And so hit that like button if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Take a screenshot, send my mom. And I'll see you guys later. Rank 1, that's how you get it done.